Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to this practice built on strong back bends. We're going to be using 2 yoga blocks, and I promise you your legs will probably be on fire in a good way. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know how it goes. We're going to be working on Laghu Vajrasana, which is a powerful back bend that will really stabilize and strengthen your legs. When you're ready to get started, come to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. As you exhale, let's softly open the eyes, and we're gonna get started on the hands and knees. So let's come on over here. Let's warm up the back a little bit before we kind of move into our peak pose of the day, all right? Coming onto the hands and knees, let's go through cat and cow. Inhale, let's extend the spine. Try to use the whole spinal axis. And then exhale, round the back. Let's draw it under. Good. Inhale, extend the spine, a long, deep breath in. Exhale, let's round and draw it under. Last one. Inhale, extend a long, deep breath in. Exhale, let's round and under. Very good. Come on back to neutral position. And then draw the left knee a little bit in and inhale, bird dog, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, set it down, round the back. Switch the sides, right knee a little in and switch the sides. Left leg to the right arm, bird dog, hold. 2, 3, 4, almost there, 5. Exhale, let's set it down. Round your back. Good. Now, let's work a little bit of hip extension. So we're going to take the right leg back and then just lift back and up. Exhale down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the leg, back and up. Exhale down. One more and hold it up. Stay for 1, 2, 3, almost there, 4, and 5. Set it down. Let's rotate under. Good. Switch the legs. Left leg back and up. Exhale down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale down. 2 more. Let's go back and up. Exhale down. Back and up and hold. 1, 2, 3, almost there, 4, and 5. Exhale, set it down. Let's rotate it under. Good job. Back to neutral position. Curl your toes. Let's inhale up to downward facing dog. All right, we've got 5 breaths. 1. Steady, deep breathing. 2, 3, 4, we're almost there. 5, let's switch the gaze forward. Inhale, step your right foot forward, and exhale, let's settle the left knee down. Grab your 2 yoga blocks, keeping the left toes curled under. And then, inhale, let's rise up. So we'll take sort of a light variation of Anjaneyasana just for a moment. That's the crescent lunge pose. If there's any pressure in that left knee, I want you to place a little towel underneath it. Just wait for the moment where that left hip starts to kind of come online. Then draw the navel in, and then to really work the strength and stability of the back bend, now we're going to elevate our Anjaneyasana, which means your left leg goes back and up, and you might need to switch to the fingertips on the block. Hold it there, and we have 1, 2, 3, keep working, 4, 5. Exhale, sink it down. Good. Let's try that again. Inhale, back and up. Good. Keep it steady. 1. So we want to work the legs. 2. Very good. 3, 4, almost there, 5. Exhale down. That's good. And swing it back to the half split on that other side. Stay there. Work the forward fold for a moment. Good job. Now, Take the hands off the blocks, maybe thread them between, and then inhale all the way back. Let's go for downward facing dog. Stay here 2 breaths. So we have 1 deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's do 1 more deep breath in, and deep breath out. Good. We switch the sides. Inhale, bring that left foot forward. Exhale, right knee down. Stay there for a moment. Come up onto the blocks. Good. All right. Now, stay and breathe. All right, here we go. Wait for the right hip to come online. Don't hit it too hard from the beginning. So we just want to get the nervous system to tune in and lightly feel what you feel without forcing it. All right, that's good. Now, here we go. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale down. Now we're going to hold it. Inhale, back and up and hold. 1, 2, 3. Keep it steady. 4 and 5. Exhale down. Good. Let's do that again. Here we go. Inhale, back and up. Hold. 1, 2. Deep breaths. 3. The legs are working. That's what we're doing this for. You could even try without the hands on the blocks. 4, much harder. 5, exhale down. All right, let's move the blocks over to the side. Then come on back, find that half split. Stay there, steady, breathe. 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, taking the hands down. Inhale, swing it back to downward facing dog. Let's stay for a couple breaths here. Deep breath in, come back to home base. And deep breath out. That's nice. Let's do 1 more. Good. Okay. Now, inhale, come forward to your knees. Exhale here. All right. Now to work the flexibility that you need for deeper back bends. We are going to use the blocks again. We're going to work a posture called Ustrasana position, and this is the camel pose. So let's inhale, come up onto the knees, separate the feet, bring the blocks back to where the feet are, and I'd like you to curl your toes under. Then inhale, lift the center of the chest up, reach back for the blocks. And this is our first variation of camel that we'll be working with. So pay attention to the level of flexibility that's present. And remember if this was comfortable or if you could do more for when we proceed to the next pose. Now, inhale, let's come off the blocks and maybe we move those over to the side and let's try again. Now, with pointed feet, and that's important for when we transition to Laghu Vajrasana. Inhale, we lift. Still working on camel pose, and if we were on the blocks and you didn't feel you could do more than that, then I want you to interlace your fingers and lift the center of the chest up. Nice. Now you can stay here, or send the pelvis forward, reach back, and root the heels of the hands on the heels of the feet. Shoulders forward, and head back. We'll stay for 5 breaths. We have 1, 2, 3, deep breathing. 4, almost there. 5. Now, how you come up from this posture is very important. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips. Then lift with the back muscles coming up symmetrically. And then exhale, sit down. All right, let's take child's pose. Come forward. Knees together to release the back. Stay. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then inhale, let's come up. All right, now we move into Laghu Vajrasana. We need at least as much flexibility as to get into camel pose in order to proceed to the next one, because it's like almost like moving camel. So we're actually going to do kind of a camel movement variation to prepare for Laghu Vajrasana. So we could do this on the blocks. Well, let's do this on the blocks first, this moving camel. Inhale, let's come up. And this one, we're curling the toes, taking the blocks near the feet. Then inhale, lift, reaching the fingers back. And now we're going to send the pelvis forward, and then we're going to move back until the heels of the hands touch the blocks. Then we move forward to the fingertips, and then we move back to the heels of the hands. Forward to the fingertips. One more time, back to the heels of the hands. You feel the legs when we move back here? That's good. We're trying to burn the thighs a little bit, remember? And then inhale, hips forward, come up. Nice. You can repeat again with the blocks, or we'll go back to Ustrasana, and then we're going to move our Ustrasana. All right? So it's kind of like a, camel in motion. Inhale, let's lift the center of the chest up, and we're dangling back, reaching back, fingertips, and then heels of the hands. Get a good Ustrasana first. Now, moving camel. We walk, swing a little back, as far forward as we can go in the pelvis, and then we swing it back. Good. Ooh, don't go too much back, and then bring it forward. Too much back, don't let the knees come off the ground. And then forward and all the way up. Exhale, sit down. All right, so now you can feel that the legs are gonna be quite sore as we move progressively through this, and that's totally good. If your legs get sore, your back feels good, it means you're doing quite good back bends. Okay, next we're gonna use the blocks to enter Laghu Vajrasana. I'm actually gonna put the blocks here, and then I'm gonna turn around so you can maybe get a better view of where the blocks are situated. So, to test where the blocks are, we kind of need to sit. You could sit between, you could just sit on your feet, and then thinking about, all right, so if I sort of lean back, and this is just kind of a test, it's also a little stretch. If I lean back and my back can rest on the blocks, it's highly likely that when I do Laghu Vajrasana, my head will be able to make this same contact point. So this is also like a nice little extra stretch to help you prepare. So now, let's inhale and slowly peel the body off. We can make some adjustments so that sort of test is not perfect, but we'll try. All right, so I'm looking behind. There's some important thing that's gonna happen next. Where do you hold? We wanna take the hand and hold the inside. So you're thinking about taking the thumb on the inside and the fingers on the outside. The elbow remains straight. We do not bend the elbow in Laghu Vajrasana. Nor do you hold onto your knees, otherwise it gets too back bendy. So we really wanna hold right on that inside edge. Okay, now let's prepare. Inhale, let's lift the center of the chest up, and now start off in Ustrasana position, and then change the hands. Good. Look back, you want to see the blocks, and then exhale, go back and put the head on the blocks, and stay there. Your thighs should be burning, and we have 2, 3, 4. Now push with your hands, do not pull, then send the pelvis forward and all the way up. Exhale, sit down. Okay. If we did with 2 blocks, maybe we can remove 1 block, put that over to the sides. It's dramatically harder. So one of the most important things is when you touch your head down, don't collapse, all right? When you touch the head down, you still want that feeling of up. So let's come onto the knees. Here we go. Inhale, find your Ustrasana position. We find that first. Change your hands. Good, the pelvis moves forward. And then exhale, we're bending at the knees, we're going long. And then hold. 2, 3, 4. When it's time to come up, push into the hands and your pelvis forward. Spiral all the way up. Exhale, sit down. Okay, well, what's next? All right, we got no blocks. That's what's next. So there are a couple of things that are important when you're thinking about Laghu Vajrasana. The first is that you don't have to touch your head to the ground. If the head touches the ground, that's fine. But if the head collapses onto the ground, it's better to use the blocks, okay? All right, let's try. Now, inhale, hands to the waist, deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can go right back to the hand position of Laghu Vajrasana. Look back, you want to see the mat, bend at the knees, and then exhale, the head is down. Ooh, the thighs are already burning from all the work we did. 2, 3, 4. It feels impossible, that's okay. Press little up and then keep going all the way up. Exhale, sit down. Oof, that was a lot. All right, exhale, child's pose. Good, steady. Mind is calm. Now inhale, let's come all the way up. Just turn back around. And then let's inhale up to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good job. All right, let's cross the feet. Exhale, sit down. Let's take Paschimottanasana to just counter stretch after all those back bends. Inhale, a big breath in, and then exhale, fold. All right, nice. Stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, steady. steady breathing. 4. Almost there. 5. Inhale, let's straighten the arms. Exhale. Good. Let's return to a comfortable seated position. Now, I want you to tune into your thighs and maybe just give them a little bit of a rub. They're probably going to be sore tomorrow, and you know what? Me too. And if the thighs are sore, remember that's a good sign. It means your back bends are getting stronger, and you may feel it when you go up the stairs and down the stairs and that sort of thing. And just remember that this means that your thighs are getting stronger, your back bends are getting their necessary support. So find out where to work, whether it's 2 blocks or 1 block, or you're ready to try from the floor, or you're just working your flexibility and maybe swinging or moving your camel from the elevated Ustrasana position. Find out where you can work so that you can build up the strength for the little thunderbolt. And remember that you have to believe in yourself. You kind of have to fight for this pose when you're down there and it feels like you can't get back up, but you can. I believe in you. You just got to keep practicing. Let's close the eyes and bring your hands together. A long, deep breath in. As you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love.